my name is Stephanie. Welcome to the Living Outdoor Show.
Carolina rig. Basically a bottom rig for fishing on the bottom. You would tie your weight at the bottom of the line. And 6 to 12 inches up, you would make a loop in the line, double knot it. Then you would take your hook in the line from the loop, put it through the hook eye. Push it all the way through and then put the hook back through the loop and pull it tight. Then you would do the same process with the second one, which was 6 to 12 inches, however you prefer. The only reason we do that is so the hooks can't get tangled up with each other. It's a great rig for bottom fishing. Works for me every time.
Now that you have your rig all set up, let's go fishing with Brian.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Going back now.
Yeah.
Want to get it on camera?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, that's a couple. You want to weigh? You don't want to weigh. That's only about a half a pounder.
Probably not even that.
Yeah. Yeah, probably the same one. Remember, no matter what kind of boat you have, always carry life preservers, and if it has a gasoline engine, carry a fire extinguisher.
Little perch.
Yeah.
Here we are at Fox River. We're catching channel catfish today. Our bait is chicken liver or worms, whatever you like. They seem to bite pretty much everything. I was using a Carolina rig, same process, you know, the weight on the bottom, hook 6 to 12 inches up from the weight, and so forth.
fishing, Brian. Now on to some outdoor cooking.
White sausage gravy. 1 pound loose pork sausage, 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour, 1 to 2 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of butter. First, brown your pork sausage real good. Brown it until you start to get these small little brown bits at the bottom of the pan. Once you have it pretty well browned, take and scoop it out with a spoon that has holes in it and place it in another container. You should end up with brown bits like this at the bottom of the pan. Add a generous amount of butter to make up for any grease that you didn't get back from frying the pork. Now bring the butter and grease to a slight bubbling. Yeah. And then add in your flour. Keep stirring and mixing it around to get sort of a brownish type of paste. Once you've gotten that, now you can start adding in your milk and stirring and mixing it very, very well as you have it on a medium heat. Keep stirring and blending. At this time, add in the rest of your sausage and add a teaspoon or so of black pepper. Until it turns into a nice, thick, rich gravy, just like you see it right here.
Now that's some good looking gravy. Now back to some more fishing with Brian.
Here we are today. We're at Lake Michigan in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. Today we are perch fishing. Our bait that we're using is live minnows. Minnows come in different sizes. What you prefer, they all work. What I prefer is large fat heads. They seem to stay alive longer than other minnows. My rig is a Carolina rig as usual. Basically fishing on the bottom, and they're biting pretty good. When fishing for perch on the bottom with a Carolina rig, sometimes you have to jig it, kind of like move the minnow a little more, makes it a little more alive. Fish seem to love that, so it's a good technique to do.
segment. You'll see the list of items and necessities you would need when you go camping. Everything you need to go camping. Now let's do some more fishing with Brian.
Here we are today at Big Bend Lake. And today just basically fishing for bluegill, panfish. They're always fun to catch. I'm using many different types of lures, jigs. Here I am using a beetle spin. They're great for bluegill, bass, pretty much, you know, freshwater fish. They like it because it looks like a little bug and it has a little spinner on it. Items that you should have with your tackle. Fingernail clippers work great for, you know, snipping the line instead of using your teeth. That can really damage your teeth. Pair of pliers or anything that can, you know, something long that you can stick in a fish's mouth just in case if the hook gets in their mouth and it's stuck. little minnow. Bigger than like a bug or something. And I'm putting a split shot right so I can jig it out the bottom. When fishing for bluegill, bobber is a way to go. I mean, you can't beat it. It's a flotation device that that you use when you go fishing. It tells you if you got a bite because it'll bob, sink, whatever. They're always great for fishing for any type of fish. Nice size bluegill. He's really blue too. Panfish. Great fish. See if we can do it again. There it is. Little baby. That was an ugly cast.
Those are some cute bluegills. And now let's learn how to do some open fire cooking using a Dutch oven.
Start with a 3 or 4 pound roast. Put your favorite rub on it, and you'll need 2 pounds of red potatoes, a pound of carrots, a couple of onions, chopped parsnip, 2 chopped medium turnips, 2 to 3 celery stalks, and a few bay leaves. After you've put your favorite rub on the roast, we're going to sear the meat over an open fire. Put it inside of a basket like this, or just put it straight on top of a grate over the fire. Hold the meat right over the fire to get a quick sear. And dab some oil on periodically while searing the meat. Now that you've got a nice brown sear on each side, it's time to put it in the Dutch oven. Here we have our vegetables all cut up and ready to be put into the Dutch oven. Put a trivet in the bottom of the pot. And then pile your vegetables on top. Put in all those potatoes, and the carrots and parsnips and celery. Just pile it all in there. Piling it up. But leave enough room for the roast. Now add water up to the trivet, high as that wire rack. And now put your seared meat on top and put the lid on it. If your logs are high, knock them down some so that you can lay a grate across in order to set your pot on. Or unless you're using a tripod. Okay, now set up your grate that you got something to lay the pot on top of. Set the pot on top of the grate for about 3 hours. Checking periodically and adding water when needed. After about 3 hours, we'll check on it. Now that looks just about right there. You want to maybe poke it a little bit, test it. The meat should just fall right apart, nice and tender, juicy. Vegetables are soft, nice soft. Now that is a done pot roast in Dutch oven over an open fire. Now that looks ready to eat.
Well, that's all for this show. We hope you enjoyed it. Be watching for our next show where we will be featuring fishing, outdoor cooking, boating tips, hiking, and searching for edible plants and herbs. Bye now, see you next time.